Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is Mujahid Hussain. Hope you are doing well at your homes. Dear students, today we are going to discuss Unit 2. Compare static websites with dynamic websites. Last time we studied about the websites. There are two types of websites, statics and dynamic. In static we cannot edit or not much interactive, but the dynamic websites are more interactive. So today this is our content list. We will discuss about the static websites, advantages and disadvantages of static website, then dynamic website, advantages and disadvantages of dynamic website, design architecture of static website, then design architecture of static and dynamic website, then difference between static and dynamic web, then client server architecture. So let's start with the static website. It is a collection of web pages stored on the server in the format that is sent to the client web browser. Then it is a primarily coded in HTML. Pages typically contain text, hyperlinks, photos, graphics, and multimedia. It contains fixed number of pages, and format of web pages is fixed, which delivers information to the client. This kind of web page is created from HTML and CSS coding on simple text editor like Notepad, example of organization sites, institution site, etc. So these are the actually, as I told in previous lecture, that websites are actually collection of different interconnected web pages which are stored on the servers. So client sends the request to the server and it responds to the client with the help of web browsers. So these web pages are created in HTML, hypertext markup languages, and in these types of pages, text, hyperlinks, photos, graphics are available, can be uploaded or can be maintained when you are going to create any website. So these are actually for the information, delivers the information to the clients which are available on any website. Then these web pages are websites created on HTML and CSS for the decoration of the styling of the web pages. Advantage is quick and easy to put together even by someone who does not have much experience. Ideal for demonstrating how a site will look. Cache friendly, one copy can be shown to many people. So these are the static web pages, and anyone, even those don't have much experience, so they can create static websites as well. Disadvantage: difficult to maintain when site gets larger, when huge amount of data when you store on that website, then that will be difficult to maintain. Difficult to keep consistent and up to date. Offers little visitors, personalizations, all would have to be client side. The web pages are developed at the time of constructing the site. As such, all static websites must have to be objectively dependent on web professionals whenever any changes become necessary. Though the initial cost of setting up a static website may not be costly, its long-term maintenance will be expensive more. So if the site owner wishes to effect changes at regular intervals. So when you want to start up with the static website, that is a very low rate, a very low cost. But when you want to change any type of changing in your website, so that will be costly. If you want to maintain your website, that will be costly. So it is depend upon the site owner and when you want to develop anything that will be constructed or that will be developed in the constructing or development time. Otherwise, when it want to change or maintain, that will be expensive for the owner. Dynamic website one that changes or customizes content automatically and are frequently based on certain criteria. The page composition is usually data driven and collects information from each time page is requested. It is primarily coded using server scripting such as PHP, ASP.NET and SQL and so on. We will study about the PHP, ASP.NET and MySQL when we will start creating websites. It can be dynamic in one or two ways. First is that the web page's code is constructed dynamically, and the second is that web pages content display varies based on certain criteria. The criteria may be predefined rules or may be based on variable user input like end user or application user. Advantages: scalable design, the addition of new servers and load balancing can grow an environment to accommodate large numbers of client connections. Parallel developers and DBAs, database administrations can work simultaneously and independently on the different layers tiers. Then superior performance, separation of CPU intensive, memory intensive and IO intensive operations increase and extends performance of all components. Then increase security, physical and logical separations of components can increase security, and then improved availability, redundant server members decrease the severity of outage. Like a scalable number of users can come on site and they can use anything, they can search anything, so that will not affect on the website. Your website will not be hanged out. So these are the advantages of dynamic website. And the disadvantages: design complexity. When you will design, that will be very much complex. So multi-tier architecture is more difficult to implement than single tier. Increased maintenance, designed system, web application and the database often have their own maintenance schedules and windows that might prove cumbersome to production. So these are two disadvantages. Like when you want to design, that will be complex, and when you want to maintenance, you have to maintain in a little duration of a time. Design architecture of static website. In case of static website, all pages are saved in a server computer. Client system will send request to the server and get a specific page. At request of client, server will return a specific page, not whole website. So this is a design architecture of static website. Like a static website, a server and then the client or browser. Actually browser used by client. When client sends a request towards server with the help of browser, then server give a response to the client or to a browser, then someone can access that website or that web page. Design architecture of the dynamic website. Dynamic website architecture is consists of three distinct tiers or layers: presentation, logic, application and then data. Logical, the presentation tier consists of client computers or web services that provide the user interface. The logic or application tier contains the business logic, the rules for information processing and the data accessing components. The data tier contains the data and data storage. So these are the different presentation, logic, like application and then data. And presentation, what the things which are seeing on the website, that is the presentation. Then the application, like when we are applying rules or we are applying logics, that will be our data accesses, that will be in a logic or application layer, and the data which is stored on data tier or data storage. Design architecture of dynamic website. So this is a design architecture in which user go through any browser like Internet Explorer, Firefox, Opera, Chrome. So these are the different web browsers which are actually presentation layer. Then through HTTP we use any logic tier, PHP, web server, Apache, or ASP.NET. So these are the logic tier in which we create web pages or websites. Then SQL data tier. SQL is a database, and in which we store actual data. Now in the last, we have difference between static and dynamic website. Static websites contain fixed number of pages. We cannot increase any when we want to increase any page, that will be difficult. Theme of the website and content of the websites are fixed. Load quickly on client web browser because it has only some markup contents. Never use database connectivity. Highly secure than dynamic sites because it behaves as a half duplex approach, so only one way communication is possible, server to client, but client to server not possible. Used for provide some information to the clients like an organization or institute website. So directly run on browsers and does not require other server application language. A static website can be created from CSS, HTML and CSS. Easy to develop and bit experience, people can develop it. If we want to change the page content, then we have to upload the page on the server many times. Dynamic web pages, websites can create web page dynamically. Web page design and content may change on runtime. Takes some time to load on client browser because it processes the request server side and create contents dynamically. Deals with the database and generate the contents dynamically using database queries. Less secure because it behaves as full duplex approach, so both side communication is possible, so user can change the server data. Use where content changes frequently on the runtime, like e-commerce site, online examination, etc. The application run on server and the output will display on the web pages. So this is a required server application language like PHP, ASP.NET and JSP, etc. Not easy to develop because require qualified developers to create it, manage it, test it and maintain security of application and website. Client server architecture, so like a local computer, http www.example.com.login.php. so this is when some users come on the computer and send the request with the help of internet, and then web server, if that domain name is available on the web server, then that will be accept the request and then respond to the client, and then he can explore or he can access that website or web page. Today up to here, is there any question? Then you can ask, you can comment. I have provided my email, you can mail me, and I have also provided WhatsApp number. You can send me voice notes as well. I will respond you as soon as possible. Stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.